You are not too intense. You are not too emotional. You are not too private. If Anuradha Nakshatra is strong in your chart, especially through Moon, Ascendant, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Rahu or Ketu, you were not made to live on the surface. You were made to read hidden signals, feel emotional undercurrents, test the truth of relationships, and build loyalty where most people only build convenience. But here is the real question. Is your depth becoming wisdom, or is it becoming emotional imprisonment? Anuradha sits in Scorpio from 3 degrees 20 minutes to 16 degrees 40 minutes. Scorpio deals with secrets, emotional truth, trauma, intimacy, transformation, and hidden power. Anuradha adds Saturn's discipline and sacred friendship. So your lesson is not just intensity, your lesson is loyal intensity with maturity. This nakshatra can make you notice when someone's smile is fake. You may sense when a friend is pulling away before they say anything. Anuradha gives you the ability to stay when others run. But when immature, the same gift becomes possessiveness, suspicion, secrecy, jealousy, emotional burnout, and loyalty tests that destroy the bonds you want to protect. Now let us connect this with Enneagram. If you relate to Enneagram type 2, the helper, your Anuradha side wants to love by showing up. You want to heal, support, listen, and stay. You may become the friend everyone calls at midnight, the one who understands heartbreak, anxiety, family pressure, loneliness, and silent pain. But your shadow is overgiving. When people do not return your intensity, you may feel used, unseen, or abandoned. If you relate to Enneagram type 6, the loyalist, Anuradha becomes very clear. You care about trust, consistency, and proven behavior. You do not believe words until actions prove them. You want to know who is safe, who is fake, who will stay, and who will disappear when life becomes difficult. This makes you reliable, but your shadow is anxiety. You may overread tone, silence, late replies, changed energy, or someone suddenly becoming busy. Sometimes intuition is right. Sometimes fear is louder than truth. Your growth is to build inner security, not just external security. You need people you can trust, yes. But you also need to become someone your own nervous system can trust. If you relate to Enneagram type 5, the investigator, Anuradha gives you the mind of a researcher. You want the hidden mechanism. You want to know why people behave as they do, why relationships break, why trauma repeats, why power games happen, and why the mind protects itself. You may be drawn to psychology, astrology, strategy, science, crime analysis, philosophy, technology, or anything that reveals hidden patterns. Your shadow is withdrawal. You may study emotion instead of feeling it. If you are Anuradha, INFJ, you are the deep guide. You feel people, you read between lines. You often know what someone carries before they explain it. You are drawn to meaning, healing, purpose, and transformation. You do not want random friendships. You want soul-level trust. But do not become the emotional sponge for everyone. You are here to guide with wisdom and protect your energy. If you are Anuradha, ISFJ, you are the loyal defender. You show love through consistency. You remember details. You care quietly. You may hold a family, friend group, classroom, workplace, or relationship together. But your challenge is self-sacrifice. Do not confuse being dependable with being available for emotional exploitation. If you are Anuradha INTJ, you are the silent strategist. You may not show emotional intensity openly, but you see deeply. You observe motives, patterns, weaknesses, and long-term outcomes. You can become a brilliant researcher, analyst, creator, psychologist, occult learner, or systems thinker. But your challenge is emotional hardness. Do not use insight as a weapon. Use it as a lamp. Moon in Anuradha makes your emotional body loyal, private, and intense. You bond deeply and may be protective, empathetic, and intuitive. But you may struggle with mood swings, fear of betrayal, and emotional possessiveness. Your healing begins when you learn that love does not need constant testing to be real. Mercury in Anuradha makes your mind investigative. You may speak with psychological precision. You may be good at counseling, writing, research, diagnosis, analysis, astrology, coding, strategy, or deep conversations. But avoid obsessive thinking and suspicion. Not every hidden pattern is a threat. Mars in Anuradha makes your action style intense, protective, and strategic. You can fight for people you love, survive crisis, and lead under pressure. but your anger can become sharp if you feel betrayed. Your lesson is disciplined courage, not revenge. Venus in Anuradha makes love deep, magnetic, loyal, and transformative. You want devotion, emotional honesty, and intimacy that changes you. But jealousy, obsession, and attachment can appear if you confuse love with ownership. Your highest love says, I choose you freely, not I must control you to feel safe. Ascendant in Anuradha makes your personality carry intensity. People may feel you are mysterious, serious, magnetic, private, or emotionally powerful. Rahu in Anuradha amplifies hunger for deep connection, secret knowledge, social power, and emotional certainty. You may chase intense friendships, occult knowledge, psychology, influence, or forbidden truths, but avoid obsession, manipulation, and compulsive attachment. Ketu in Anuradha shows familiarity with loyalty, secrecy, and emotional intensity. You may feel both drawn to and detached from relationships. You may be spiritually perceptive, private, and psychologically deep. Now place Anuradha through the houses. In the first house, identity becomes intense and magnetic. In the second, speech and family carry emotional memory. In the third, communication becomes investigative. In the fourth, home and inner peace demand emotional healing. In the fifth, romance and creativity become passionate. In the sixth, service and conflict require crisis skill. In the seventh, partnership demands loyalty and trust. In the eighth, hidden knowledge, trauma, intimacy, and transformation become central. In the ninth, truth is searched through philosophy and spirituality. In the 10th, career can move toward research, counseling, psychology, healing, investigation, strategy, social work, or crisis leadership. In the 11th, friendship and networks become powerful alliances. In the 12th, solitude, foreign lands, dreams, hospitals, ashrams, and hidden service help you process deep emotions. Examples. Moon in Anuradha. In the 7th house may make you crave a partner who is loyal and consistent. Your growth is to communicate needs instead of testing love. Mercury in Anuradha in the 2nd house may give a voice suited for counseling, teaching finance, astrology, research, or psychological storytelling. Venus in Anuradha in the 5th house may create passionate romance and intense creativity. Mars in Anuradha in the 6th house may make you powerful in competition, litigation, medicine, activism, sports, or crisis management. Rahu in Anuradha in the 8th house may create fascination with hidden systems, occult science, trauma, sexuality, secrets, and psychological power. Ketu in Anuradha in the 4th house may detach you from simple emotional comfort. You may feel different from family, yet intuitive about ancestral pain. Ascendant in Anuradha with Mercury strong may make you a natural personality reader, therapist, researcher, strategist, or coach. This is the power of Anuradha. It turns emotional intensity into intelligence, loyalty into leadership, pain into perception, secrecy into research, and heartbreak into healing. Remember, your depth is not an excuse to control people. Your loyalty is not a reason to tolerate disrespect. Your intuition is not a license to assume the worst. Your love is not meant to become a prison. For Gen Z and young people, the lesson is sharp. In a world of ghosting, casual dating, online masks, fake confidence, and performative friendships, you may feel like you are too much. You may ask, why do I care so deeply? Why do I remember everything? Why do I need real loyalty? The answer is because your soul is not built for disposable connection. But your responsibility is to choose people who can handle depth, not force shallow people to become deep. In career, Anuradha can shine in counseling, mental health, research, psychology, social work, academic study, investigation, community organizing, non-profit work, healing professions, astrology, strategy, and any role where trust and confidentiality matter. You are not here only to perform, you're here to understand. In relationships, you need honesty, consistency, emotional maturity, and loyalty. But you must also give space. Mature Anuradha says, I can love you deeply without owning you. I can trust you without spying on you. I can care for you without losing myself. So if Anuradha is strong in your chart, your mission is not to become less intense. Your mission is to become emotionally masterful. Become the person who can read darkness without becoming dark. Become the friend who stays but also knows when to leave. Become the lover who commits but does not cling. Become the researcher who uncovers truth but does not drown in suspicion. Become the healer who helps others but does not abandon yourself. Your real gift is sacred loyalty with wisdom. And if you want to understand how Anuradha works in your personal chart through Moon, Ascendant, Venus, Mars, Mercury, Rahu, Ketu, houses, MBTI pattern, and Enneagram psychology, connect with me for a deep personality reading. Your loyalty is not weakness. Your depth is your doorway. So learn your pattern, master your psychology, and turn your nakshatra into power. Start today. Rise now.